Salve a tutti, sono Almarok e benvenuti in un nuovo video. Oggi siamo qui per fare un'intervista a Ukri Suvilehto, famoso per essere il batterista di Abbath e per essere uno dei batteristi più noti attualmente, non solo nella scena black metal, visto che parliamo di un musicista molto versatile e sicuramente uno dei più talentuosi attualmente in circolazione. Prima di iniziare io ringrazio Ukri per la sua grande disponibilità, per aver accettato di essere il nostro ospite. Vi lascio l'intervista e vi auguro buona visione. I'm Almarok. I'm here with Ukri from Abbath. Nice to meet you and thank you for your time.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for inviting me here.
So, first question is why you started to the music and you are influenced so more different genres. You don't play just black metal. Talk me about the starting your career.
Wow, quite profound questions. For me, it was quite natural to gravitate towards music and art because my family is very oriented in music and different forms of arts. I mean, both my parents, they are players of music, of various instruments. They've been playing in different bands throughout my life. My dad is actually a music teacher, now retired from his job. And I guess I've been always fascinated by music. I've always felt connected to that. And I guess how I started to play drums was, in my impression, it was kind of like an accident, because on a conscious level, I was actually more interested in playing guitar. I started to play guitar at my father's band class at the age of 7, but I quickly oriented more toward drums because it was a band course and there was different players of different instruments, but we were not fixed into any particular instrument. So it was more like, okay, this guy plays guitar and this guy plays bass or drums, and we would actually shift between the instruments. So drums kind of came naturally there, but actually later on I found out from my mom that when I was a baby and a very small kid, I was already tuned into, like the sound of a laundry machine, and like there would be the fast spinning of a laundry machine, and I would like start moving my arms and legs as if I was air drumming. So yeah, that's about it. And what was the second question? You asked about my career, at least, right? So
Yes, about your career.
I would say that my first steps on my professional music career started from social media a long time ago. That was like the beginning of YouTube era. I formed my YouTube account in 2006 and I started to really film and release my drumming videos there. I was used like multiple online drumming forums to promote my videos. I was noticed by George Goliath of Nile when I was 16 years old, and he sent a good word to Pearl, Finland, which led to me basically becoming a Pearl endorsed artist at the age of 17. That was 2011. And I was doing pretty good on YouTube. I played for various Finnish metal bands for many years. I did some domestic touring, and years later, 2018, I joined Abbath, and now I've been part of the band for almost 6 years.
About your career with Abbath, how you become the Abbath drummer and your project with Abbath?
Well, they were in a pace of their career that there was a drummer already who was playing and touring with the band back then, and he was not able to tour at the moment when they reached out to me. So they were basically looking for a fill-in drummer. Already in 2017 they contacted me, and 2018 We agreed that I would play all the shows of 2018, but the further future was still a little unknown back then. So I could say that originally I kind of joined for a fixed period, and they basically found me from my YouTube things, or however my name was out there. Because I mean, during that time I was mostly touring in Finland with some local bands and had been doing that for a couple of years. But I had my name out there through my YouTube channel and through various projects and playing with Pearl and Pearl drums and so on. So yeah, it was like an online recognition that led me having been contacted by the band.
You talked with me a few minutes ago. You start a tour in these days.
Oh, that's right.
Started touring.
Yes. Yeah, actually, I was on my way to Bergen for rehearsing with the band, which we usually do before tours, because I live in Finland and the rest of the band resides in Bergen. I was on my way there, but the flight was actually cancelled and it was rescheduled until tomorrow. So now tomorrow we are gonna rehearse, and I believe Saturday is already the first show of the tour. So yeah, it's gonna be 5 weeks on tour in Europe, 31 shows. It's gonna be killer, I'm sure. It's actually gonna be a festival show in Switzerland. I'm sure it's gonna be intense and fun times ahead.
An advice for people who want to be a musician today. You are a youngest musician, so how is it difficult to become a musician nowadays? And an advice for young people like me and you who won't start a band nowadays.
Oh man, I think it requires persistence. It requires dedication to not give up. You gotta believe in what you do. You gotta dedicate your time into kind of mastering your craft, and you need to have some strategies in how you're going to make it. Luckily, so I think nowadays we can learn a lot from experiences of other musicians, how we can find information online, and we can use the social media for our advantage in putting our craft and putting ourselves out there in the world of social media and connecting with other people. In my own experience, is usually nothing like one night breakthrough or anything like that. It's more like the long-term persistence about what you're doing and taking it step by step. I think it's important for you personally to dream and dream big and kind of set these wider ambitions into who knows how far future. But it's important to have some kind of strategy and strive to get to the top step by step. So I think this short-term goals are very important as well.
This is all. Thank you for your time. Good luck for your tour and for your other projects.
Thank you so much.